Good morning, everyone. Welcome to a new edition of Smart Talks by MESPAC. I am Monica Cuatracasas, the Communication Manager at MESPAC. Nice to greet you. And today we are delighted to have you join us for this session entitled Maximize Your Investment, Transform Your Equipment to Boost Your Production, in which we will discuss how to modernize your MESPAC machine and apply the essential retrofits to achieve the maximum performance. So this webinar should have been presented by David Martinez and Sara Collado, but unfortunately Sara Collado is not here with us today, but it will be presented by David Martinez, the key account owner and services business developer, and myself. Following the presentation, we will allocate around 10 minutes for questions and answers. So please feel free to submit your questions during the session through the question and answer section below. And the session will be recorded. So this will be shared afterwards to those who have been registered for this webinar. So let me introduce David Martinez. David has been part of MESPAC sales team since January 2025, consolidating a career of almost 8 years in the company, marked by constant evolution and a firm commitment to technical excellence and customer services. He began his career at MESPAC in the area of mechanical engineering, where he acquired a deep knowledge of the product and technical processes. Subsequently, for 5 years, he held the position of sales engineer within the solutions department. Thanks to this technical commercial profile, his experience, and his closeness to the customer, today he brings greater strategic value to the company. His collaborative approach and comprehensive product knowledge make him a trusted partner for our customers, helping them to always find the best MESPAC solution. Hi, David. How are you
Hi,
today?
good morning. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, David, to join us here today. And now I'd like to introduce a little bit about myself. As I mentioned it, my name is Monica Cuatracasas, and I am the communication manager at MESPAC. I hold a degree in business administration, my master in marketing, with over a decade of experience in corporate communications and brand strategy. I have worked with leading industrial and technology companies, always focused on building strong brands and engaging diverse audiences. Before joining MESPAC, I held key marketing roles at international B2B firms where I developed expertise in global branding, digital content, and event management. Since 2023, I have been part of MESPAC marketing department, helping to enhance our visibility among customers, partners, and stakeholders, and strengthening our reputation for innovation and sustainability. So it's a pleasure to be here with you today. So now, before to start this webinar, let me introduce you a little bit about MESPAC. So we know that you know MESPAC, but just to have a quick overview about who we are. So MESPAC, headquartered in Barcelona, is a global leader in flexible packaging and equipment for consumer packaging goods. And we are known for our innovation in creating sustainable packaging solutions. MESPAC has been part of Duraban since 2015, a leading player in the world of industrial equipment, headquartered in Illinois. Duraban is a global engineered equipment company with manufacturing, sales, and services facilities throughout North America, Europe, and Asia. Duraban offers immediate and lifelong aftermarket support across sectors, serving food and protein, processing, packaging. You can see here in the slide the different sectors and industries that we cover through Duraban, and its diverse portfolio of operating companies and the brands that you can see here that are a lot of brands. About MESPAC, we have been established in 1998 2024. As an horizontal form, fill, and seal manufacturer, MESPAC has evolved into a global one-stop shop with extensive services, with a sales team in over 90 countries and regional service centers, ensuring prompt access to parts. We boast the industry largest product portfolio with around 380 employees across 17,700 square meters of facilities. Our production centers are in Spain, in the US, and in India. We provide solutions for various industries. You can see here food, beverage, pet food, pharmaceuticals, and nutraceuticals, personal care, and home care. But additionally, we serve industries such as lawn and garden, agriculture, tobacco, automotive, and more. So here you can see the different portfolio that we serve to you. We have horizontal form, film, and seal machines, both with roll stock and pre-made, and as well as vertical form, film, and seal machines, hydroformers for pots, and secondary packaging, wraparound, or American box series. And as well, if you need it, we can provide you turnkey solutions special for your business. And our philosophy and our focus is around sustainable packaging. So we have different retrofits and special machines that are dedicated to sustainability and to help to your business to make your packaging sustainable. So now we are going to pass the floor to David. David,
Thank
it's
you. Thank
always
you.
you.
Yeah, thank you for this introduction, Monica. Okay, today we'll go through the different slides that we have in the presentation. We have dedicated new retrofits for waste control, and also we will go through slides dedicated to reduce the downtime of the machines due to, for example, changeovers on your machines and improve your quality for the production. I will start with this retrofit. Or almost all the retrofits will be very simple, more or less, because nowadays you know that we are facing new materials for the films. We need new sustainable materials, and it's very important to control these new materials on the old machines from MESPAC, because times ago we don't have these new materials, and we are facing different issues on your plants to manufacture correctly the pouches, for example, in horizontal machines, and we are facing a lot of issues with these new materials. But this is why we are here to present to you these slides dedicated to control these new materials and increase your production in your machines. In this case, this first slide is dedicated to this additional pulling system on the unwinder, and this is why we need to control, for example, the elasticity or the tension on your films, on your machines. The standard films that you know from a lot of years ago, they are more rigid and we can control it perfectly. But nowadays, unfortunately, the new materials are so complicated in these cases. But for this, we installed, or we can install in your old machines, a new additional pulling system just to make control the tension of the film on your machine. In this case, this retrofit can reduce a lot the waste of the film because of the elongation and the shrinkage that we can have on the film. We can have a greater control of the tension on the majority of the films on the market. Nowadays, more or less, the 95, 98% of the films, we can control it with these different retrofits that we will see on this presentation. Next slide, please, Monica. Thank you. Okay, this is an additional upgrade dedicated for sustainable materials, because also the new films are so reactivity to the heat, to the heater in the machine, and sometimes we produce elongations and non-control of the tension of the film again. In this case, we can apply an air curtain on the bottom sealer just to reduce the waste in case of a stop on the machine. We can control the temperature of this film, and we can control more the elasticity and the tension of the film, and we can avoid any problems of waste at the restart of the machine. Next slide, please. Okay. This additional sensor is dedicated to control the pouches when it's not open on the machine. Okay, this is a security and to reduce the waste of the machine, putting on the opener of the machine, on the first or the second station on the machine, that we open the pouch, and we blow air to open perfectly the pouch to prepare it to fill the product in your machines. And in this case, we put an additional sensor to check if the pouch is open or not, and we can reduce the waste because of the pouches not opening, and also reduce or control the filling. I mean, when you not open the pouch, you can maybe, if you cannot control the opening of the pouches, you can dose the product, and um, has a lost product on the machine, and this is not great because we need to stop the machine and restart again and clean up, etc. And with this sensor, we can avoid all these problems here. Next. Um, in case of the suction caps, in this case, we have a new development from our programmers here in MESPAC. In this case, it's very easy and without any change, or just a minor change on the programming for the system, just to provide for the suction caps a little blow air, just to clean inside the suction caps, because sometimes we have problems with several products like powders or little pieces that can have some dirty suction caps here, and with this blow air, we can avoid all these problems of the suction caps. In this case, at the first step, we make the vacuum of the suction caps just to open the bottom of the pouch. But sometimes we have problems. We have some dirty powder on the suction caps, and we can blow a little air between one stage and the other to make sure that the vacuum will be the suction cap will be clean, and we can go with the vacuum correctly. Okay, next. Okay, in regarding the filling unit, we have this is more or less a standard right now in MESPAC, but sometimes ago it not. And it is very important for liquid products in this case to install the angle seat valve. This is a valve that with a membrane that we can control better the cutoff of the system of the filling unit for liquids. Sometimes we have problems with accuracy of the filling unit, etc. And in this case, with this valve, we can have more control on the filling, and we can control better the dashing cut. Uh, that means like we can have more accuracy on the product and reduce any contamination, for example, on the top seal of the pouch. This is a very easy change, and is a minor change. As you can see in the slide, we have this sticker here with the DIY. You can do it yourself without the help from MESPAC. Only the parts are needed because it's a quick changeover of the crowns of the perforators. These new crown punches are created by another new material that improves a lot the cut of the perforators. As I said before, these new materials has more elongation and we need to have more control over this tension of the film, etc. And with these crowns, we can cut perfectly the perforators and make easier the dye pack or gasset on the pouch. This is a double check security sensor for the chiller. In this case, if you have a chiller in your machines to make the cooler better on your pouches, this is a security sensor. It means that if you can stop the machine and the chiller doesn't work correctly, this sensor can be stop again the machine and say with the HMI a message error to say, okay, the chiller is not working correctly, you need to restart, and prevents any cooling heaters on the machine, or avoids any cutting problems, etc., because of not you are not cooling properly the pouches, right? Okay, next. This is the most complicated retrofit in this presentation. I think when I say complicated, is complicated because of the stages that we need to put in the machine, and this is you will need more parts here to make this retrofit, but this retrofit is a very good retrofit for your machines. And why? In this case, again, with these new sustainable materials, and again with the elasticity and not control of the tension of the film, we have several dispersion on the dimension from the eye mark to eye mark on the film. And just to control this, in all MESPAC machines, we have a control of the plates of the sealing units. This is an upgrade because we removed the standard cylinder that we moved the plates, and we installed servo motors just to make sure that we have a more control on the movements for the plates, and also to control the position of the plates, in this case for the sealers, and control and prevent any leakage, etc. in the pouches. We installed also cameras to make this autocorrection. This autocorrection can reduce in 1 millimeter more or less the dispersion of the film. I mean, for example, um, in all uh, in all films, we are avoiding about the dispersion of 2 to 3 millimeters, but sorry, 1 to 2 millimeters. But nowadays, with the new materials, this elongation is so big, and we need to have more control on this. And this is why we can achieve up to 2 millimeters in 1 meter dispersion. Next. Additionally to the last autocorrection cameras, we can put also for these new sustainable materials a pneumatic film brake on the middle of the formation area. As I said, every slide, I think with these sustainable materials, we need to have more control and more control between the unwinder and the pulling system of the machine to go through the filling unit. In this case, in the formation area, in bigger machines like 420s or 570s machines that we have in MESPAC, we need more control on this long machine on the formation area. And this is why we put a brake just in the middle, just to make shorter the elongation of the film in this formation area and control more, additionally to the cameras, additional to the air curtain on the bottom sealer, etc., to control this elongation and prevent for any wrinkage of the machine, stops machine, and reduce also the waste of your machines and production. This is a new development from last year. Last year we are facing through the years with these new materials and also the old ones. Uh, very A lot of problems with the handles of the big pouches. Big pouches like 1.5 liter or 2 liters or 2 liters and a half. Sometimes the final customer, has a lot of problems to get the pouch from the market, and there are problems with the handle, or you need to put a handle but the final customer has problems to grip the pouch, etc. And we usually make a handle, the entire handle without any part, but because of the seal in this area, the final customer has problems, cuts on the fingers, etc. And to avoid this, we developed this last year, and is very similar to your die cuts on the handles on your machines, but in this case with these little zones without cutting. This permits that the machine works as a standard pouch without handle, to say something easier. Like you can go through the machine as a standard, but at the end, the final customer can cut themselves the handle and grip the pouch very easy, and it can provide a better quality, or better for the final customer. Next, please. Okay. Right now we are going through the retrofits dedicated to reduce the downtime and also improve the quality. Next. Okay, these sensors, it will be installed after the filling unit. This new sensors is an infrared sensors dedicated to control also the fill or not fill pouch. That means, like, if you are not filling the pouch properly because some problem on the machine or some problem on the product from your factory, these sensors can detect better than the old sensors we have here if the product is inside the pouch or not. This means, like, if you have a pre-made pouch machine, you can reuse the pouches again on the machine, or you can control the waste if you have a roll stock machine, the waste in more than the 50% improvement on your machine. Okay, this point is related to obsolescence on your machines. We have the discontinuity of the production from the company of Pujol Montalà. This is a motor reducer, and we are updating, and we are um, calling you with your Pujol Montalà motor reducers to change to a SU brand new motor, because this is a discontinuity of the production. We don't have the opportunity to get more than this these motor reducers, and we need to change in every machine that you have. Um, Starting with the quick changeovers that we are developing in MESPAC, all these through these all last years, we are facing a lot of problems or downtimes in terms of changeovers. In this case, this quick changeover is dedicated for the suction caps. In the bottom, when you have a dye pack pouch or a pouch with gasset on the bottom, you need to open it with these suction caps. These suction caps, every time that you change the width of the pouch, you need to readjust every time the suction caps on your machines. But in this case, this system is dedicated to make it easier. This movement. This movement has a grippers here. You can remove it very fast and very quick. The screws of the suction caps, and you can remove the entire system and put a new one here, reducing the downtime considerably. Next, please. The next one is very similar to the last slide. This is dedicated for the top seal. In this case, if you have, for example, in your machines a pouch with and without the spout, for example, on the top or on the corner, you can change the sealer yaw very fast because we developed a quick change just for the sealers. You can change also, for example, if you have some shaped pouch on the top like a bottle neck or something like that, you can change it very easy and very fast, reducing the downtime of the machine a lot. Again, and continuing with the quick changeover, we have several filling units has a lot of pneumatic tubes just to control the opening of the gates for the dosing system, or every other matters here for to control the opening or the blowing air for the sensors, etc. When you change again the width of the pouch, you need to change, for example, the funnels for a product, etc. You need to remove the pneumatic tubes and connect it again for every valve, etc. With this new concept here for the pneumatic tubes, in this case is from Festo, is a quick release for all the tubes. All the tubes comes in the same position every time, and you need only to remove the head of this connector and put it again with a new changeover, and that's it. It's very easy and 20% faster than the other changes. Okay, revolver system. This consists on the old jaws. You need to move every time you change the width of the pouch, and sometimes we can have some human errors. We are all humans, and sometimes the the persons in charge of the make the changeovers can have an error and make waste of the machine, and we cannot control this. To control this, we can have like a pokayokes. For example, in this case, with this revolver system, we can put a hole every time that we need to put a sealer on position, and you can reduce a lot this human error, and it is faster, 15% faster than the old changes that we have in the machines. This is an update of the zipper plate. The old zipper plate, it comes in an entire part, and sometimes with the time we need to remove it and put it again a new plate because of the friction of the films, etc. Now we have more friction with the films because of these new sustainable materials and also the rigidity of the films, etc. And we need to replace it continuously. Again, the plate. In this case, we developed this update for this new plate, and we need only to change the last part on the right side on the picture. You can see a little part, and you will need only to change this part. Is reduce the maintenance considerably here, and you can increase the production of your machine because you don't need to change every time the plate, and you can change only this part, and it's very easy, faster, and you need to stop less the machine to make this maintenance here. This is the most considering the quick changeovers on the machines, because times ago we need to remove, for example, or make a maintenance on the rollers of the pulling unit, and you need to stop the machine, open the grippers of the pulling unit, remove the screws, remove the axle, and remove the rollers and put it again the new ones. In this case, we develop split rollers, like is in the split in the middle, just with one screw, and you don't need to make this hard work of maintenance to open the spooling unit, change every roller, put it again, etc. And you need only to remove the screw, put a new roller, a split roller, you can screw it again and restart the machine very fast. In this case, for example, you can see here in the slide, we can reduce the up to 95% the time for each roller change. In this case, for the entire machine, you can reduce from 3 to 4 hours of the maintenance of the machine to change, and you can achieve just 5 minutes maintenance. This is a new develop also in MESPAC for a zipper when you have problems on the machine of space and you don't have the possibility uh, to make the maintenance correctly in your machine, stop the machine again, you can put the zipper introductor from the outside of the machine. That means like in the old machines, we start in the unwinder, we go through the unwinder on the middle, we go through the guides, and we install the zipper inside the formation area. In this case, we can make this bypass from the outside of the machine and make it shorter, the introductor of the zipper, and also you can has more accents and replace the reel of the zipper easier than today in your machines, and reduce also up to 67% of the time to replace this reel. This slide is dedicated for the scissors. In this case, it's a double scissors just to remove this excess of film when you have round corners. Okay, this is typically that for the final quality of the pouch, you need to make an upgrade because of your customers wants a very good pouch on your machines, and these double scissors, new double scissors can cut perfectly and get a better quality of the pouch and avoid any misperception by the final customer. And with this final slide, we have the cantilever shaft. In this case, is related to the unwinder. Sometimes our operators or your operators in your plants has a lot of problems to have a- an extra effort to put the reel inside the machine. And in this case, we can make it easier for the operator, right? In this case, you can has this cantilever shaft to turn around 90 degrees of the shaft from the reel, and you can easier make it easier the installation of the reel on your machines, and this minimize a lot the efforts of the operator. Yeah. And if you have some questions or any questions about this or a new requirement from your machines, please don't hesitate to contact retrofits@mespac.com, because we are very happy to attend you every time, every requirement, any new format on your machines. And okay, that's it. If you have some questions, Monica.
Yeah, thank you, David. Thank you for your participation, and it has been a very interesting topic in order to support our customers to upgrade and get the most out of their machines. So now we have the questions and answers. Remember to add your questions on this section, and we have some questions from the public. So
Okay.
let's start with the first question. So we have here one attendee that asks the following question. We don't have a handle like you shared on the PowerPoint. This optional is also available to other handle types?
Okay. In this case, in our slide, we present just one type of handle. it was with an angle, but sometimes I know that you have more different handles on your machines, like some different shapes or different position. And yes, the answer is yes. We can put this new develop on your die cut for the handle, and you can achieve the same concept of the presentation on all your handles on your machines. It's very easy, but again, if you have more questions about your handle or etc. In your machine, you can send perfectly a requirement for directly to the address on the presentation, and we will very happy to attend you. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, David. Very clear. We have more questions. Another one is that can we remove the standard scissors that we have on the machine and change directly to the new double scissors?
Okay, we need to check your concrete machine in this case, but in the most of the standard machines we have in MESPAC is very easy because the group or the system are the same, and we can remove the single scissor you have and put the new one. The only thing here is if you have a very old machine, maybe we need to make some modifications on the scissors or mm, just change some parts, etc. But again, we can do it. It's not a problem. We need to analyze on your machine. We can make your solution perfectly accordingly to your machine. And yes, again, the answer is yes. We can put it the double scissors on your machines. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, David, for the answer. And one more question that we have here on our
Mhm.
screen from an attendee is we saw on the final slide a different unwinder from our machine has can be retrofitting with this upgrade.
I think that it means like they have a different unwinder on their machine because I think that you can put it the slide from the last slide from the unwinder. Yeah, this one. Yeah, yes. In this case, in this picture, you can see here a butler with double reel here, and the system is installed in both. But anyways, in your standard unwinder, the standard unwinder comes with only one reel. You can put it again this 90 degrees cantilever shaft, and yeah, you can do it in every unwinder except in the little ones that is not important because the weight of the reels are very small, not compared to the bigger machine. This is why I put this picture here. But yes, the answer again is yes. You can put it in every unwinder outside the machine. Yes.
Okay, clear, David. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
There are no more questions for the moment, but
Okay.
remember that we are here for you to support your business. So please add or send an email to us to retrofits@mespac.com, and we will be more than happy to support you. So thank you, David,
Thanks to
for
you,
this
Monica.
webinar. It has been really
Yeah.
interesting, and
Thank you.
we hope looking forward to see all our audience to the next Smart Talks. Thank you very
Perfect.
much for your
Thank you.
attention.
Thanks to
Thank
you.
you.